Welcome, Dr. Vikram.
Thank you.
Welcome to Kerala. It's a pleasant day, and I'm really thankful to you for coming to us. And I'm sure today you will update us with good information on Ayurveda regarding kidney problems. As all over the world, people are suffering from kidney problems, and they are going for dialysis and other expensive kidney treatments. So please let us know about how we can handle kidney diseases with Ayurveda.
Chronic kidney disease. I will talk about chronic kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease has become very common nowadays. People are suffering from diabetes and blood pressure, and chronic uncontrolled diabetes and blood pressure. These are the underlying causes of kidney disease. And 90% of patients which I see, they are suffering from chronic kidney disease. The causes are diabetes and blood pressure. Uncontrolled, chronic, persistent, uncontrolled diabetes or blood pressure, it causes the kidneys to fail. Kidneys are the organs which are clearing the toxins like urea and creatinine from the body. And if the urea and creatinine level rises to a certain extent, it is beyond the control, and then it gives to you have to go for dialysis. So dialysis is a procedure where the machine is working on behalf of kidneys. People have to undergo dialysis every week or twice a week in serious cases, or once in 15 days in non-serious cases. But dialysis helps to remove the urea and creatinine in these patients. So in Ayurveda, there are certain natural herbs which can help to reduce the urea and creatinine level to a certain extent. In my practice, I have used certain herbal remedies or Ayurvedic herbs which when we use in kidney patients, the creatinine level comes down and it remains constant for a number of years or number of months. In many patients, the result is very good. The creatinine level, it was suppose it is about 8 or 9, it comes down to 5 or 6 and stays there for years. So the kidney disease or the dialysis can be avoided in such cases with the use of various herbs.
Okay, can you please explain in elaborately, like what are the herbs that we use?
Yeah, there are herbs like this Borregia diffusa is called Punarnava. Borregia diffusa I use Kasni, that is chicory is commonly called in English, and I use this pine bark tree extract, and I use this Raphanus sativus extract, this commonly called radish. And there are some other herbs I commonly use. Phalanthus is very good for reducing the creatinine level. Phalanthus neruri is a herb. It's called Bhumi Amla.
Okay.
And Kasni, Bringraj, and this Punarnava. All these natural diuretic herbs which are very good to reduce the creatinine level. I use this Kalmeg also, called Indian Echinacea. Kalmeg is also, although it is good for liver also, but it helps to reduce down the toxin levels in the body.
Okay, Dr. Vikram. And I would also like to know that what exactly the diet you recommend to the kidney patients?
In kidney failure, when the creatinine is very high and the urea is very high, I don't recommend a diet containing too much proteins. So because creatinine and urea are the metabolic end products of high proteins. So I try to avoid the proteins. I recommend the vegetables which are not very high in potassium, because potassium level also goes high in kidney failure patients. So I recommend the green vegetables, but just boil them and then take out the water and then cook them. So this is the diet which I recommend. The underlying diseases like blood pressure and diabetes, they should be controlled, and the diet of blood pressure and diabetes should be given. Salt restriction is must. Sodium, because sodium intake will increase the level of water retention. So sodium should be consumed in less quantity. Citrus fruits should also be consumed, should be stopped, because citrus also contains so many so much potassium, and banana is also rich in potassium. It should be stopped.
Okay.
So underlying disease, I am stressing again and again, blood pressure and diabetes should be kept in control. And since I see so many patients suffering from kidney failure, and I face so many questions, I want to answer a few of their frequently asked questions.
Yes.
That they want to know if the dialysis can be avoided or no. The answer to this question is yes in many cases.
Okay.
Because dialysis is I would recommend that if the creatinine level touches 9 or 10, and if the potassium level goes beyond 6, 6.5, then it becomes necessary necessary to do dialysis. But using the Ayurvedic herbs, we can reduce the potassium level, we can reduce the urea level, we can reduce the creatinine level. So if it remains below 5 or 6, if the creatinine level remains below 5, 6, then there is no need of dialysis. So it can be avoided. And people who are already on dialysis, can they use these herbs? Yes, they can use these herbs, because using these herbs will improve their clinical picture. They will have more energy, they will have a better control of their symptoms, and they will have the frequency of dialysis will reduce. And meanwhile, they are searching for they are looking for a renal transplant. They can get a lot of time. Some patients, they can get 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, or maybe longer time, 5 years. So I have patients who were advised renal transplant, and way back in 2006 and 7, now it is 2013. So since then they are consuming Ayurvedic herbs, and they never went for dialysis, and they never thought of transplant, and they were advised renal transplant in 2006. So there are so many other examples also. I have many patients which are using Ayurvedic herbs, like this combination called Mutra Krichantak Churna and Rencure formula. And these are the combination, and Punarnama capsule, Punarnama Mandoor is there to build up the hemoglobin. So hemoglobin level is also reduced in this kidney failure patients.
Can you just explain all the products that you are using in your personal clinic, in your OPD?
I'm using this Punarnama Mandoor, as I told you, this Varuna Devati. Varuna is a very wonderful plant. It is Varun is angel of water, god of water. So Varun is wonderful for kidney failure, and it reduces the urea and creatinine. I use Mutra Krichantak Churna. It's a classical Ayurvedic formulation, Mutra Krichantak Churna, and this Rencure formula. I use all these combinations in my patient. Phalanthus is very useful. Echinacea is very useful. Indian Echinacea is very useful. Kalmeg. So I use all these things together in various ratios and proportions, and then I get wonderful results.
And what about handling patients with kidney cancer?
Kidney cancer is entirely different thing, because it comes under the topic of cancer. Cancer of any organ, we have different herbs, but to avoid dialysis and to reduce urea and creatinine, these herbs are the ones which I use. For cancer, I use different herbs. For all type of other cancer, not only kidney cancer, for bone cancer, for brain cancer, for any lung cancer, I use turmeric, which is wonderful, the curcumin capsules, and Kachanar Guggul and all that. For kidney cysts, which are also one of the reasons for kidney failure, I add this Kachanar Guggul for the cysts. So they break the kidney cysts and help in recovering from the renal failure.
Okay. And Dr. Vikram, how do you handle UTI that is very common with people, like when they are traveling or with the change of place, and whenever they are visiting some new hotel or some restaurant, they often get UTI, and it's very common. So how do we deal with that in Ayurveda?
UTI is a different disease than kidney failure. It is entirely different thing. It's mainly caused by bacteria when we get infection from using commonly when we go to different hotels and we use used towels or used bed sheets and unhygienic places, urinary tract infections are very common. So maintaining the hygiene of the organs is also very important, and that is a major cause of urinary tract, especially in females. It is very common in females, and these are the personal hygiene is very important, especially when you take bath in the sea. Then you must take bath in the clean yourself properly, and then also in the swimming pools also. Swimming pools are also very infected, so you must take bath after swimming.
So what are the herbs that are useful in UTI?
For UTI also, as I explained, for kidney failure, the same herbs are very good. Varunadi Batti and this Punarnama Mandoor, Punarnama capsules, Mutukshanta Chuna, all these herbs which I am using for kidney failure, they can be used for this urinary tract infection also, and the infection goes away, especially the E. coli infection, which is very common and very resistant also to antibiotics. This works very well for UTI also.
It was really nice talking to you, Dr. Vikram. Thank you.
Thank you very much.